Well, you'll have to bear with me. It's a little muddy, but I have to get to my marker. I'm going to bring you on a sort of a join the hunt, which is going to be only about 50 yards long. That's the kind of material you're going to see. I found, I think, what you guys have often called, and I do study it a bit, don't get me wrong. I mean, I think it's a HARDAWAY. Now, I need my glasses because, you know, HARDAWAY, sometimes, I mean, they're an inch. I think this is a little less than an inch, but it's a nice HARDAWAY in quartz. That's a preview. These are sweet potatoes, totally washed out. Only other tracks I get here are this morning's deer. And then we have cotton on the top there. Now look at this, first of all, as a preview. That is not just a round stone, okay? These, I'll find 1 in 50, 1 in 100 to meat getters, points and what have you. No accident. What you're looking at, if you're just learning about this stuff, right over this sweet potato, which is perfect, is a hammerstone. You'll see its working edges as a tool. Hard quartz module, super hard. There's no plow marks on this. That'll show you how hard this stuff is. It's actually in a hardness meter, probably 1 below diamond is quartz, so it's crazy. Corundum. As far as I understand, that's the same thing with sapphire and what have you. Different minerals. That is a great hammerstone. You can tell in your hands how they were using it with their strike zones. Making and getting flakes and things ready to make meat eaters out of. That's a great stone. I'll take the extra time there. I have noticed on some channels, whether it's along the river or, I mean, look at my favorite channel. I mean, Frog, awesome stuff in Tennessee. There's some incredible artifacts that come out of Tennessee. I could almost be jealous. Really. I mean, points 365, unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff. So you never know. I might have get my focus working. A live find that's just an absolute smoker on the way. That happens sometimes. My marker, I'm closing in on it. Don't worry. It's about 25 yards away. We've had, well, I don't know if you call it Hurricane Debbie, Tropical Depression Debbie, for full hurricane for many. I mean, we've had upwards of 12 to 15 inches of rain, maybe 12, maybe 15 though. It's hard to tell. Yeah, it gets these microbursts, and it depends exactly where you are, you know. So I hope everybody is safe. And actually, where I live, a tornado killed a man the other day, yesterday. Yesterday, 24-hour cycle, and destroyed one of our middle schools, and destroyed some other houses. So that's sad. I mean, Mother Nature's going to come. All right, let's see if I can get across these rows without. I mean, you can step right over. If you know your place, whether it's an edge or a tip or just a little iceberg, you'll miss. Like, I almost walked right by the HARDAWAY. You'll miss it. So let me show you what happened. Okay, now you won't be so bored if you hung in there. It's worth it, because I have some great pieces that I found that I'll highlight right in the middle of the screen. But like right above it is what I saw. You see that? And through this viewfinder, see, I rate my age. Through the screen, I can barely see it. Now I know because of some of the responses I've got before, there's some out there that just totally love HARDAWAYs. Maybe it's because of their age point or whatever. Look at that piece, will you? Sure as you live. All right, but these archaic points, I mean, to me, they're just as valuable, they're just as awesome. I mean, heck, 5,000 years old on some of these, 6,000 years old. I had just picked this up and I said, well, I'm thankful because there's a hunter out in the bush just looking for the meat that he needed that day or that week for his family. Meat getter. So I just picked this up. Little nick off the bottom. It's a great shape though. And these little Guilford, quartz. This is a bit of a scraper. It's very cool. I don't know if my focus is working. I can tell it's a hafted area. It's all patinaed, never worked. Seen these before where they just affix it in a stick and then they can have an awesome tool for finishing work on small things like coyotes and possums and squirrels and raccoons, and don't think they didn't. They had to finish because they needed to keep that fur. There's nothing wasted. They needed to keep the fur on rabbits, everything. But small work, you know. Look at this piece, will you? Hope everybody finds out there. I once found a quartz HARDAWAY. I thought this was, but I once found a quartz HARDAWAY here, about the exact same size. No worries though. It's a good look at everything. Hope you find out there.